Alright, we're locked. We are loaded and we are ready to go. Um, Welcome to the stream, everyone. This is Radioactive Beaver with Advanced Vector today, bringing you some more MechWarrior Online. I recently just posted a video from a few days ago. Since then, I've kind of completely gone through, redone my streaming, redone my recording capabilities, and we're locked and ready to go. So I'm pretty excited about this. Hopefully you guys are too. Without further ado, I guess let's get started. So lately, I have been playing a lot of the Fafnir. I really have been liking it so far. In fact, I think out of all of the assault level mechs, it is definitely my favorite so far. There's a few more that I want to play. Recently, I got this Sun Spider. I got it for free. I can't remember what it was for, but it looks pretty cool, so I want to do that. And then the Uzil was another one that I think they gave out if you logged in for the launch of Solaris. So that should be pretty fun too. And maybe we'll throw in a mix of these other ones. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep this stream up. We'll see how long my kids behave. My wife is out of town this week. At a wedding. so if we get interrupted, I apologize in advance, but they're fairly cute as far as other people's kids go, so hopefully it's not too much of a distraction. Anyways, so we'll kick things off here with the Fafnir 5, and just to kind of go over the configuration I have with this, and I'm very satisfied with this configuration. 3 ER medium lasers and a pair of heavy Gausses with as much Gauss ammo as we can cram on there. This is fantastic. I think we are indeed using the stock engine. I haven't really noticed much problems in the way of heat. You can see we've got a pretty decent heat management ratio there. The only thing that I wish that I could put an AMS on, but I do have this Guardian ECM, so that has been beneficial against LRMs as well. I guess another locking thing. So that's what I've got going for the layout so far. I don't think I'm going to change it. I've been putting down some really good matches with this. One thing that is, I don't want to say troubling, but one thing that's on my mind is I do have this this 0.7, actually 98 points. I could put one more thing on here, so let's go ahead and we are going to drop one more heatsink on. It takes me up to 99.7, so then I have 0.3 tons left. Unfortunately, the armor profile on this guy is completely maxed out. There's no way that I can switch to a different armor type or anything like that. I've played around with armor, structure, that kind of thing, and this is what I've come up with so far. So we're gonna leave that for now. It is a beast at tanking right now, so I really like that. But I may see if we can drop that 0.7 tons. And to be quite honest, I'll probably just drop another heatsink on it. I mean, the heat management on this thing is already awesome. There are occasionally when I'm really in the mix of things and I've got those 3 ER medium lasers really rolling. Do I have to kind of pause, take a step back, let that cool off for a bit? But anyways, enough chatting. Let's get into a match and we'll see what we can pull down. And we'll go for the collective. This is definitely more of a close to medium range brawler with a max optimal of like 220 or 250 or something like that on those heavy Gausses. We definitely want to bring them in closer to us. Oh, the calm before the storm. So I guess while we're waiting here, I appreciate all of you guys that are catching my streams and stuff on YouTube. For those of you who don't know, who may be catching this stream as we're going or after the fact, I haven't really been into the streaming stuff. I did a whole bunch of videos on Ark Survival Evolved. Those were purely just recorded and then put up there. So I'm new to this streaming thing. I think I like it. I'm kind of hoping that at least with this kind of game, it's gonna reduce my editing time and stuff like that. In fact, I don't even know that I'm gonna go back through and edit this much. I'll probably just, I mean, maybe chop it up into pieces or some things like that when I put it on YouTube. But for the most part, I'm hoping I can just tag my intro and outro and on it and upload it to YouTube. Part of why I haven't been so active on my content creation on YouTube lately is just the time. You know, when you're trying to plan these videos and you're making them, especially if you're recording it for a video session, it just gets difficult. You know, it might take for a 30 minute episode, it might take you 3 or 4 hours. You've got to play for 3 or 4 hours, and then you've got to go back and then do another, if you're quick, another 30 minutes to an hour of editing, and then you've got to put that through the blender, I guess, and you've got to. Alright, we're kind of getting hot here, so. No, didn't catch that. Alright, we're going to kind of play this corner for a second here. Anyways, and you've got to render it so that you can get it up on YouTube. There we go, got some good burn time on it. Oh, that's what I like to see, blapping them deep. Alright, I don't think that, okay, so we've got this wall right here, so we're going to come up here a little bit farther. Oh yeah, nothing I like more than putting the wood down on a crab.
New target acquired.
Oh, I don't quite like that. There we go. Oh wow, their whole team is over here, so we are just taking all kinds of mad punishment. This is not going to go well for us. I'm pretty sure I've got something small on my back, just eating into my back armor. That was pretty horrible. Yeah, we totally just got side raped on that. So, despite our untimely death, a decent amount of damage. You know, was it the best match? Definitely not. But let's back down, and we'll jump into another one. Okay. So that was the short range Fafnir. Just last night I played one match, I think, with this one. This one has a pair of normal Gosses, so you can reach out there a little farther. And then I have kind of re-equipped it to do 2 ER large lasers and then just those 2 Gosses. So this is definitely more of a long range player. So let's get into we'll get into another match here, and let's try something different here. I haven't played on the bog for a while. Unfortunately, everyone wants to go collect it, so I guess we'll be doing that. up here. Let's see what we've got here. I would like to kind of keep a lookout and see if I can find anyone who's got a sweet name. Occasionally I'll get shout outs for my name. Radioactive Beaver is something that I just, I don't know, kind of randomly came up with. It's I was looking for a persona change, I guess. It's not the gamer tag that I used to have. But it's going to be a good one. You know, I had my last one for I guess most of my adult life. I probably created it when I was 20, 18, 20, somewhere in there, and just rolled over the big 3-0 this year, so I thought it was time for a change, and here we are, Radioactive Beaver.
We have gained Epsilon.
Alright, let's see what we got going on here.
They have resource point Gamma.
Can't really see anything yet. They got on Kappa before we got on Sigma.
Enemy control.
It's a little interesting, or I guess a lot of people tend not to worry about that stuff too early in the game, but honestly, like, I've seen so many of these games that were won purely because cap points. Like, one team may have completely rolled over, maybe even destroyed the whole other team, but they were unable to go back and capture the resource points quick enough. So definitely something you got to be mindful of. You know, every tiny little thing helps. You never know how things are going to go. I kind of hate playing like this. Alright, we're going to kind of just stand still here really quick. Keep our eyes peeled and see. Okay, so that Battle Master is coming down this way. So he's going to poke out here, and I know he is. Alright, we'll see if we can hit him with another Gauss salvo. Come on, reload, reload. Oh, we got that Black Knight. Is that a Black Knight? What is that? I couldn't tell. Looked kind of, a Banshee. Okay. Alright, let's see if they want to come up and play. I'm a little bit worried about this one. It's definitely not as much of a brawler. We only got a negative 10% resistance to our critical hit chance. And for those of you who are unaware, one of the severe drawbacks of the Gauss cannon is they have a really high chance of critting. Alright, so we got that in there. I don't think I landed any of those lasers, but lasers are free, so man, there's nothing I like more than dropping a couple of heavy Gausses into a light mech, though, man. That is just, talk about satisfying. You know, you watch those videos on Facebook and stuff of, I don't know, paper ripping or whatever it is, and you know, people are like, oh my gosh, so satisfying, but burn into this guy's back armor here. Oh, turn that shoulder on us. Oh man, that was so lucky. Alright, let's see if we can grab one down on this team. Right into that back meat. Oh, he's down. I didn't get them charged up quick enough. Come on out, you stupid Banshee.
Target destroyed.
It's about cheap on
New
me.
target acquired.
Alright, I think, okay. I'm not super satisfied with the way this is going. Like, you know, I definitely think that we'll be able to pull out a win and whatnot, but we haven't been able to get the drop on anyone. I don't know where they are even. Okay, so we've got a couple of them over here. We'll see if we can peek this corner and drop at least another salvo or two of these Gausses into someone. Oh yeah. There it is. I will trade Gausses for LRMs all day long, my friend. Alright, we kind of pushed them up into the box with our other dude, so he's probably going to get finished off pretty quickly. I don't know, those IICs are pretty tough, though. They are definitely tough little mechs. Oh, there's a bunch of them up here.
New target acquired.
Keep laying the wood into them.
Acquired.
Dang, it'd be great if we could pull one kill out of this. I feel like we've put the wood down on this dude quite a bit. Alright, so there's one more guy. Here we go.
New target acquired.
What is that, a mad cat? Yep. Just whooping him with the old Goss. Alright, well, something hit me hard from over here. Dang, this guy.
Target destroyed.
Oh, that guy is. Turn our head here.
Left torso.
Alright, he's
critical
down.
damage.
Yeah, that guy was hitting us hard with something. I think he had a Goss on him as well. Where's this guy? Come on, baby. Aw. Alright, so they only got one left, and this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're actually doing pretty good on capture points. Oh, come on, you little Irby. Peek back out there. I know you want to. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, he's not going to do it. Alright. He is on... Oh, he's on Sigma. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and push Sigma here. And we'll see if I can blap this little Irby.
We have gained Epsilon. Enemy forces have Sigma. Almost there. One final
Oh, I
push.
feel like maybe I can see him right through here. No, probably not. Okay, we're just gonna come around. He's still capping it. I think he's just going for cap points now. Alright, hopefully our light will flush him over to our side. Nope. Alright, we're not using pack tactics, I guess. No herd tactics for us. Alright, well, we've done what we could with the Goss. Aww.
Gathered enough resources. This triumph will provide
Alright.
tactical benefit.
Let's see what we got here. Alright, damage done. Not too shabby. And 3 KMDDs. We didn't get any killing blows, but definitely think we might have gotten killjacked a few times there, so that was actually pretty good. Very satisfied with that. In fact, that might be the best match I've had in the Fafnir so far. So we'll back down and we'll get into another one. Yeah, that was a good match. That was definitely a really good match. So the only one that we haven't really tried, and I haven't even loaded it up in the workbench, or whatever you want to call that. What do they call that? Workshop, is this one. Or maybe, have I screwed with this one? No, I haven't screwed with this one. So this one's interesting. You've got this pair of Ultra AC-20s and quad light PPCs. Heat management on this isn't too good, but I think if you chain fire these PPCs, you'll probably be alright. So one of the things that I do want to look at really quick here is its perks. So we've got PPC velocity, UAC cooldown. Again, that crit hit chance, which is nice, not necessary on this particularly because we don't have the Gosses on this build, but and then an overall negative heat with a few armor bonuses in here. So that's pretty cool. Definitely going to be useful. In fact, I don't know that I want to change anything. I'm trying to think if there was one thing that I would change. What would that be? And it might be to put LBX 20s instead of Ultras. I tend to like the LBXs. They fire a little quicker than the normal ACs. But they do not jam. You know, of course, you've got that damage that's spread out over the whole mech, but they also do have that bonus to crit. So we'll roll on the stock configuration for now, but I just wanted to check it out. And interesting that this one as well has that 3% difference on, or that 3-point difference on the tonnage, with the armor profiles completely maxed out. So, oh, I did not notice this. So this is another interesting thing about this is, so we actually have an extra ballistic hardpoint on each of these arms, which would be interesting for like a quad UAC 5 or you know, LBX 5 or something like that. You could even, oh, we could even do like a quad AC2. We might have to play around with this one a little more. But let's try its stock configuration first. Oh, the possibilities in the theory crafting. So this one is like a good mix of close and long range. So let's try to see if we can get that manifold. And I guess assault. I'm not a huge fan of incursion. At least not with big mechs. I don't mind it if I'm in something smaller that can get around the map a little bit, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You can hear my kids back there. They're watching the show. Actually, I think I'm gonna close my door 1 second. Alright, they were fighting a little bit earlier, so I had it open so I could yell at them, but they've been pretty good. They're watching the show in there. Oh, so I'm pretty excited. I'm actually going to be moving, not this week, next week, I guess. We're Sunday now, so it's the new week. So yeah, next week, the 15th, we get the keys to our new place. It's a 4-bedroom. The office I'm moving to is a little smaller than this one, but it's also isolated from the rest of the house. So that's pretty awesome. Hopefully it'll make it easier for me to record during the day. Most of the time my girls are so loud, it's just it's hard to get anything done. I can just, you know, constantly hear them here. The living room right now is right outside my office, so they're always in there dinking around. Alright, so we're definitely going to do that. And then, I don't know, I guess the last thing that I'll do here is if I did want to blast all of them off, I could do that. I could touch that off. So let's just see how that does heat-wise. Oh, that is, okay, so like that's definitely like the alpha or last resort, because that is just gruesome. 50% heat is, that's pretty gnarly. I was thinking about it, and on that Goss one that I have, the normal Gosses and the ER larges, I should probably think about putting a zoom scope on that one. These other ones I think will be enough of a brawler mix that it shouldn't be that important. But sometimes you get into those long range fights, and having that is definitely beneficial.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
I like how quick these light PPCs zoom out there. I haven't really used them much in the past, but dang nice. That was 3 hits right there. these are like almost... I can just keep firing them. I like it. Lay down that cover fire. Got these little peckers hitting us from the top here. Alright, let's kind of push up here with the rest of our team, and that is not one of ours. The heck is hitting me here?
Target acquired.
Cataphract wants a piece, huh? I'm down to play, doggy. If you think you got what it takes to take on the champ. Nah, he's backing down. So let's see kind of what the team is doing here. The worst thing you can do as a heavy is isolate yourself from the rest of the team. Or an assault, or a heavy if you're a slower heavy. That is just no bueno. Get them ultras into there. He did not want to stand in the box, which I totally get. I wouldn't want to stand in the box either. Oh, is that
New
another
target
Fafnir?
acquired.
It is. This is interesting. This is this mech I think is going to have a playstyle that isn't, at least in this configuration, that isn't particularly suited to my playstyle, but it could be fun for a lot of people. Gravity got me on that one. Gotta try to lob them in there. Alright, so it looks... Okay, are we pushing? We're pushing, it looks like. Or at least I'm gonna let this mad IIC soak up some of this damage for me. I want to hit the top of that guy so bad. Kind of keep our eye on the right there for that guy poking out again. Oh, bastard freaking hit me with a Goss.
New target acquired.
Yeah, this is not an advantageous position for us. We need to figure something else out. Playing that corner is not going to work out in our benefit. I can just get to a place where I can bring these. Oh, they got my torso already.
Cannon ammo destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Alright, so that didn't end up working out.
Damage.
Yeah, they kind of got the high ground on us here.
Ultra
This is
autocannon destroyed.
not looking good. We'll see what we can do. This is just going to be one of those matches, though, I think.
Heat destroyed.
Yep, there it goes. Down we go. And pretty lame on the damage, so we'll try to get into another one. That was a little bit disappointing, but, you know, you can't have a great match every time. Kind of what I was saying about that particular mech is I've found that I don't play so well with the mechs like this where you've got to apply a lot of damage like over time, and I know that probably sounds stupid, but you know, I like the in-your-face alpha strike kind of a thing, back people down. With these 4 light PPCs, this is definitely more of a kind of slowly peck your way up into the high DPS, and that's just not optimal. So I think it's kind of the meta. It's not optimal for the meta right now. You know, typically we've got the guys that do the laser vomit, or you've got a couple of really big heavy hitters. So we're going to kind of reconfigure this while we're waiting for it to come back. Like I said, I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. Like, it's cool. It definitely is cool. I think a lot of people would like it. But it's just not me. I definitely prefer your standard lasers to these light PPCs, I think. So let's go ahead and drop these to begin. And then we're going to drop these Ultra AC-20s. I'm not a huge fan of them either. If anything, I'd rather have just a normal AC-20, that one freaking fat log poking out there. So I do kind of want to see... Let me think here. So we had Ultra AC-20s. That's 15... So the rotary 5s, we're not going to be able to fit 4 of those, but we can definitely fit 4 rotary 2s. which could be interesting. And that's 16, so that's only 1 ton heavier than where we were at with the Ultra AC20s. The other thing that we could try is, I don't think you can do quad Gosses now that I'm thinking about it, even on the lights. Could we even do that? Slots 5. We have enough slots. We don't have enough tons though. That would be insane. We could probably do it. Would be barely be squeezing on there. So I think the rotaries. I really like the rotaries, but I wish that I could get those rotary 5s, quad rotary 5s. But it's not gonna happen. So I think the other thing we can do is this is gonna free up some of our slots, so we might be able to get into a better armor profile, or I shouldn't say better, a lighter structure. We'll just have to see. Those are gonna eat through this stuff, so let's grab some ammo. We'll drop a few tons of ammo on there. So that should be pretty sufficient there. And then let's take a look at our weapons. So the rotary 5s, they do reach out there pretty far. 5 tons, do I have 10 tons? I do have 10 tons left. So I'm gonna go standard, just a pair of large leaders. That brings our heat down quite a bit, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I wonder what I'm paying for down here. I wish there was some kind of a little thing that would say, oh, you don't have, I'm sure it's the rotary 2s. I probably have a couple, I probably didn't have 4. How much do these cost? $350. So if I had to buy all of them, yeah, I had to buy those. So if I had to buy, yeah, that's about right. Plus, I mean, no, there's no way I didn't have enough large lasers. Yeah, I got 8 left. Probably the ammo. So let me think here. Will result in the heat spike. So only 3. That's a little lame-o. Alright, so this is, we're going to try this then. Let's pull this ammo off. I'm a little indecisive. So on my Eben Jag, I can't remember which one I have. I've got the 3 UAC 5s and then like 6 small lasers, which is a pretty awesome build, if I do say so myself. So this does get a little bit of a heat perk, but that's it. So I want to do, we're going to do this. So these take a few more slots, but we're going to do quad LBX2s, and we're going to bring the rain. It's going to free up a few more tons. We come back to a little bit of a higher slot deal, but that's fine. The other thing that that does for us, equipment, oh, no weapons, here we go, ballistic, AMS. I want to get that AMS on there. I really, really, really like to run an AMS. So let's grab some ammo for our AMS. We haven't been too much of a, well, I've had that Guardian ECM, so we're going to go ahead and run 2 tons on there. We've got the large lasers. I don't necessarily see the benefit of, so we've got a couple more empty slots. Okay, so what we could do then is, and this is going to make us run really hot. We're not doing too bad. Okay, so let's do quad large lasers. Oh, it's not going to let us. We're just slightly out of tons. Can we do, I guess we could do some large pulses. That could be interesting. Let's do a pair of large pulse lasers. And that light engine, I mean, we could bump up the engine. I don't really feel like spending the credits, or that many credits, on an engine for just an experimental type build. Alright, well, let's see. We will just jam as many heat sinks as we can on here. And it looks like 2 is going to be the limit. And that does help out our heat quite a bit, actually, though. And the rest, we'll just do ammo until we can't do any more. We've got another half ton. So it's weird, we still have that like 0.3. I wonder what the mix is to where, what if you do normal ferrofibrous. Now we run out of slots. How many slots are we down? Ooh, 1 slot violation. That wouldn't necessarily help us right here though. Although this armor I think is better. Okay, so what we could do is where's that half ton of LBX? So if we drop that, we should be. Oh, I thought that said we're good. One or more. Oh, one or more slot violations. So how many would we have to take off? Ah, interesting. So that would work. And we get better armor. Again, it's super weird. I'm just not used to like not using all of my tons, but I'm not really sure what else to do here. So yeah, we just don't have enough slots. I mean, if we drop these down to something that was a little bit smaller, but nope, we're gonna roll with this. All right, we're gonna spend 1,000,000 credits. I think I've won more than that today. So new build, dual large lasers or large pulses with quad LBX2s. This should be fun. This should be interesting. We should be able to decimate some dudes with this. And we've got a little bit of reach. I'm not a huge fan of polar highlands with a big slow thing. We'll try tourmaline and domination. Bring it to the circle. Nice. I'm just checking my my market orders for Eve Online, and we're doing well. Things are selling. It's amazing how much profit you can make if you're just willing to sit on stuff. But we'll save that chatter for another day, I guess. Take a look at our names. The Only Razor, Frostelfer. Yeah, I didn't see anything super
Reactor
interesting.
online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems.
Alright, baby,
nominal.
let's bring the rain.
Fleet command.
Definitely want to alternate
Target and
those.
engage any
We're gonna fire these in sequence. Okay, come on, guys, get out of my way. Move. Alright, whatever. I don't know what you dummies are doing. I can say that it has not very common for me to run pulses. I typically don't. I usually like to have that reach, but you can't deny the damage. Actually, the thing that I really like is the heavies. Of course, that's a clan variation, but a pair of heavy larges is pretty devastating. I think one of my
Target acquired.
Spotted.
linebackers, I do a pair of heavy larges, I think, and then like some LRMs or something like that.
New
and that's
target
pretty fun.
acquired.
For a long time, the linebacker was my favorite mech. It's still very good. Still like it a lot.
New
I like to bring
target
him out and play
acquired.
him. Overall, though, I think pound for pound, just the
New target
funnest,
acquired.
toughest, meanest little thing that you can do is the Bushwhacker, man. I mean, the Bushwhackers are they've got an incredible hitbox profile. They can take a beating,
New
they can
target
dish it out.
acquired.
They're just phenomenal little mechs. So I highly recommend it if you haven't picked one out yet. I'm mostly just planking here. I probably shouldn't waste too much of my ammo on that, but said herp a derp and blink on him a little bit. Let him know I'm here. See if we can bring these large pulses to bear. We're starting to come into pulse range. There we go. That was a solid hit. Let's get down into the trenches. Look at how fast you can shoot these things. It's just incredible. Should be backing them down a little bit now. Alright, we'll break off. He's probably got a little bit better on his
New target
the
acquired.
range benefit over us. There's the pulses. Oh, just a little pecker. What's hitting us from the right? Okay, we got something a little bit larger. We definitely want to worry about that. We'll sneak up closer to this hill. See if we can clean out our
New
backfield
target
a little
acquired.
bit. These little things are more annoying than anything, but their damage can definitely add up.
New target acquired.
I mean,
Target spotted.
okay, what is
New
this
target
right here?
acquired.
Nightgur, huh? Yeah, that was some pretty.
New target
what's this?
acquired.
Mad Cat Mark II. These things are pretty squishy. You're fine, Archer. I got your back. Alright, he takes quite a bit of heat from up top there. Gosh, we are just not in a good way right here.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
I think we're gonna go down right now, but hopefully I can take that guy with
New
me.
target
And
acquired.
we'll see what we can do about this Nightgur.
Critical damage.
Alright, come on, Nightgur. Bring your best. We're gonna go to the Alpha Strike. Oh, he's down, he's down. Alright, we're pushing back now. What is this over here? Some kind of a little... I'm gonna have to let those guys take care of him. I really gotta help our guy over here.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Okay, these roughnecks are pretty squishy. Come to Papa. What's hitting me from the right? Oh, these stupid little peckers. I'm just gonna run for cover. Alright, there's that. These guys are just tearing into me.
Left arm destroyed.
All I got is my pulse laser
LBXAC
left.
ammo destroyed. Large pulse laser destroyed. LBXAC
I'll try to tag what I can, but
Heat sink destroyed.
it's hard to track these little guys.
LBXAC ammo at 0%. Center torso critical damage.
These little guys are gonna peck me to death. This is so annoying. I can't hardly track on them at all. Gotta try to get grouped up with my other guys here. I mean, this is a good little fight, but the mech I'm in is definitely not designed for combating these tiny little pukes. And I'm not much benefit to my team right now. I mean, I'm helping a little bit, but all right, I blew something off that dude. Every little bit that I can do helps. So there it is. That's all she wrote. So not too bad. Got a couple kills, got some damage done. I don't usually do this, but we'll We'll spectate and see how we're off. This guy's completely done. And our cataphract has nothing left. Yeah. Good game, other team. Good game. Alright guys, give me just a second. My wife is calling here. Alright guys, I apologize for that. My wife is just heading home. She wanted to check in. So, that was a loss, but our pilot ranking went up, so that's cool. As you can see, I'm not the best, tier 2. But, it is what it is. So, that was several pretty good matches, guys. I think I'm going to take care of some stuff. It's still the afternoon here. Thanks for watching. Definitely like, share, subscribe, follow, all that other good stuff. Whether you see this on Twitch or YouTube or what have you, I appreciate it. Your support and your feedback is definitely appreciated. So leave those comments. If you want to see any of these other mechs that I have, or even if you want to see me play a different game, I'm totally down for that. I've started to do Fortnite. Disclaimer, I'm horrible at that game. It's been a long time since I've done first-person shooters, but I'm willing to do that, and I will be streaming that occasionally as I play with with some of my brothers. And so we've got that. I do a little EVE Online. I don't know how exciting that is for people to watch, so I typically haven't recorded or streamed that. I'm not opposed to bringing back Ark Survival Evolved. If you guys want to see me stream on that, just mess around, tame some dinos, kill some dinos, make some stuff, that's always cool. I'm trying to think of any other things that I do or play. I am also going to try to get more into technology. In fact, one of the things that I want to do is this is a Raspberry Pi, for those of you who may or may not be able to see. And I really like these. They're super awesome. They're super flexible. You can do tons of things with them. So if you want to see me try to figure something out with that, I'm willing to look into it. I think I want to do at least a demo on how to get them set up, the things that I've found to do with them. I think right now this one is set up to be a TFTP server. I was using it to load firmware and stuff like that on a Cisco switches and things like that. But anyways, guys, enough rambling for me. We will see you next time.